Hey friends, I just wanted to welcome you back to another Craftin with Kristin. Today's episode is just going to be a short one. We're just going to talk about putting together a time capsule. So as I'm sure all of you are well aware, living through a pandemic is a strange and historic event. So I'm just going to talk about some things that you guys can put into a time capsule. And this goes along with our weekly theme of time. The first thing you need, obviously, is some sort of a box. I'm just going to use a cardboard box. This one's from Tom's. It's a pretty box to begin with, so I'm not going to decorate it, but you can. If you do want to bury your time capsule, you want to do it in something that isn't cardboard, like plastic or metal or wood. And if you do bury it, make sure you check before you dig so you don't dig up any power lines or anything. So, as you can see from my opening shot, the first thing I've got in here is a printed journal called my 2020 COVID-19 time capsule. And I did the adult edition because I am an adult. But it's from Long Creations and you can download it for free from them. And there is a child one, there's an adult one, there's ones for different countries. The lady who made these did a really great job on them. So I'll just show you what's in mine. All right, so the first page is all about how I'm feeling. And I think in this time it's okay to admit that this is a scary time. So some of the words I use to describe myself are anxious and exhausted. And frankly, if you're like me, being at home all the time, it gets a little bit boring. So I'm bored, but also I'm feeling peaceful because it's kind of nice not to have so much to do. And here are some things I'm really excited to do when this is over. And the most important thing is that I want to hug all my friends and family. I really miss hugs. Also, this have a potluck dinner thing. I miss sharing meals with people. Here are some facts about me, just so I can remember what I was like in 2020. I'm 36 and pretty tall. And here's some of my favorites. Sewing and knitting, my activities have been getting me through a lot. I've made a lot of stuff. Oh, and I do like the not having to commute to work. I love that I still get to work with the MFRC and to talk to all of you, but I'm really glad I don't have to drive from my house to the MFRC. These are the things that I'm doing at home where I am safe. Expect to see more about this baking coming up. And finally, here's some things that I want to remember. As of today, it's been 136 days since we stopped going into the MFRC. And like I said earlier, I will never take hugs for granted again. Plus all of the amazing people who are still going in every day to do their jobs so that we can be safe. Here's a couple more things that are going to go into my time capsule. As I'm sure you all know, these are the washing your hands guidelines. You see them everywhere, and I hope that this will stick with all of us, that we'll all make sure we wash our hands better now. This is the information from the government of Alberta. I've also printed off some of my favorite photos from this time to put in my time capsule. So here's a picture of me when I had purple hair, because you can't have purple hair during a pandemic, when can you? And also wearing one of the masks that I sewed. This is a picture of my most beautiful loaf of sourdough bread that I made. This one is a picture of some of my friends coming over and sitting in my backyard for a socially distanced picnic. This one is a picture of some Shiki Menya ramen. Now the Shiki Menya ramen kits were my favorite takeout thing to get during the pandemic. They're delicious and they kind of made me feel like I was cooking because they give you everything unassembled and you have to put it together. And my last picture just really encompasses what working from home was like, which was having my cat, Fitz, perch himself on my computer every single day for pets when I was spending too much time working and not enough time petting him. And last but not least, I have a couple of artifacts, physical artifacts that are going to go into my time capsule. Obviously we have a mask, and I made this one, and a bottle of hand sanitizer, and a roll of toilet paper, so we can remember the great toilet paper shortage of 2020. And that's everything. That's everything that's going to go into my little time capsule. And for this one in a cardboard box, I think I'm just going to put it in a cupboard and just let it be for a year, 5 years, till I clean that cupboard out again and want to remember what 2020 was like. Thanks so much for joining me again this week, friends, and I hope you have a wonderful time this week. And let me know if you have any cool things that you're putting in your COVID time capsule. All right, we'll talk again soon. Bye.